Jarquez Smith on the first possession, lost it out of bounds. It's going to the Hurricanes. Jamie Luckey, Tim Comer, and Ray Stions are your officials this afternoon.
Keep an eye on the tempo. Florida State wants to play up-tempo basketball. Miami would like to control the tempo. They've had a few low-scoring games, but I expect this one to be high.
Kamari Murphy scoops it up and in. 2-0 Miami.
Outstanding rebounder, a lot of energy. Big thing about Miami today, Evan, they got to stay out of foul trouble. Believe it or not, Ojo is not the biggest team on the Knowles team. There's a 7-foot teammate of his.
Yep, 7'4", Chris Kumaje, who is a legitimate giant. Both these teams coming off a loss earlier this week. Miami fell in Blacksburg. And Dwayne Bacon knocks down the triple.
That's big. He started out very slow against Duke, came on late in the second half, and he needs to be more aggressive. That's a big three for Bacon.
Seminoles ended up losing by 5 in Durham, but were down by double figures much of that ball game. Davon Reed launches and hits from 3.
He does it all.
Made a 3 in 29 of Miami's 30 games this season.
Believe it or not, he has played at times anywhere between the point and the strong forward, 1 through 4.
Miami's players have to be versatile because, as you said, they don't have a lot of depth. Looking high, and it's thrown down by the senior, Jarquez Smith.
Jarquez got his start, and he's fired up. Beautiful play, beautiful pass by X.
Just the 3rd start of the year for Smith, the senior from Haddock, Georgia. They were expecting just their 3rd sellout of the season here at the Tucker Center today. There's Miami's first turnover.
Turnovers lead to transition.
Bacon to the basket. Ojo could not slam it home. And Miami gives it right back.
Yeah, Bacon, what a move by Bacon. First, we're going to see the 3 ball here. That's what he needs. He needs to get off to a good start. And here's a beautiful pass by X-Men. And Jarquez finishes. Good start for Florida State.
Rattan Mays, the leader in assist-to-turnover ratio in conference games. He's done such a great job lately at taking care of the ball. Smith with good position again, swatted from behind by Lawrence. 11 to shoot for the Seminoles.
They play so well at home. They're undefeated here, and they want to get off to a great start, and they would like to finish the season undefeated at home and get that automatic bye.
Florida State knows that if they win, they're guaranteed one of those double byes in the top 4. Smith tips it home.
Offensive rebounding. That's what's hurting Miami right now. They're a little bit undersized. So Leonard's going to say, crash the boards. Hit the boards as hard as you can.
Well, Coach Larinaga made the choice to start Newton 6'2" instead of Azundu 6'10".
Spread them out, try and hit some threes.
Rattan Mays to Bacon.
A little quick. I thought they should have kept pounding it inside right there.
Newton, extra pass for Lawrence. Pretty good closeout from the big fella, Isaac.
Quick shots lead to transition again. And this guy's really good in transition.
And that's Xavier Rattan Mays. Entry feed knocked away. It will stay with Florida State. Terrence Mann, for the first time all season, coming off the bench.
If you're going to play small, you got to hit threes. And talk about playing small. Guess what? The Knowles are a small lineup right now. Their tallest guy is a wing.
Ten to shoot for Bacon. Oh, strong attack of the rim.
It's exactly what Coach Hamilton wanted. He wanted him to be aggressive. He looked unstoppable on that play.
6 straight points for Florida State. Miami has won in this building 2 of the last 3 years. Newton lost it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Hurricanes. We'll get ourselves a timeout, but an excellent start for Florida State.
No question about it. Bacon has come to play.
Florida State in front 9-5 early in Tallahassee.
The Big Bag Lunch for $5.55. Pick any 2 to go with your fries, drink, and apple turnover. Only at Hardee's.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Double meat and cheese. Classic. Grilled onions and Thousand Island. Classic. All for just $2.49. Really classic. Hardee's Classic Double Cheeseburger for just $2.49.
It's time to take a road trip.
Alabama's got 100 road trips.
And if you love the sun, you're gonna love Mobile, where Mardi Gras is king, and the accommodations will make you feel like royalty. You can take a little drive, explore Dauphin Island, or explore the past. We're talking the USS Alabama.
Check out these big guns. Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
It's her. Hey, you're the matchmaker.
That's me. I'm Kim.
I saw you online. You helped my dad find a new car.
Well, I match people with their perfect Ford every day.
Need an assistant?
Today? Quite possibly.
Making vehicles safe, dependable, affordable.
That's how you become
America's best-selling brand.
Get F-150 with 0 for 72 or up to $10,165 in total savings plus $1,000 smart bonus cash on top of all offers.
Seminoles in front 9-5, and before we go any further, let's take a look at our Carolina Ford keys to the game. And from Miami, what are you talking about?
Well, Coach Larinaga said, you know, they got to take care of the ball. Those turnovers lead to quick baskets, transition. He doesn't want the Noles to get going. And, of course, for Florida State, they did not start well against Duke. And they got to get their offensive mojo back, get in rhythm. And right now, they are definitely in rhythm.
Leonard Hamilton, about 14 months older than Jim Larinaga. These two guys have both been in the business for a long time. In fact, Coach Hamilton is the all-time wins leader at both of these schools. Larinaga could pass him very early next year.
Isn't that something? They've both done great jobs. Of course, Leonard's going into his 15th year at Florida State, and Jimmy is in his 6th year at Miami, coming from George Mason, where he took him to the Final Four.
Unforgettable run back in 2006. Shot clock's down to 6 for Florida State. Rattan Mays flips it inside, sneaks the pass over Murphy, and found Smith.
Size, that's what's hurting the Hurricanes right now. Florida State too big.
8-0 run for the Seminoles. Jaquan Newton making his first start today since before he was suspended, missed a 3-game stretch, came off the bench the last 2. Newton rejected but fouled. They got Jonathan Isaac with the foul.
How about having a wing who's 6'10"? That's, you just throw that ball down. That's Jaquaz inside getting a lob. Now watch defensively. Well, this guy, I love this guy. First started, disappointed Newton got in here. There we see the block by the wing. 6'10", that's all. He's not a post guy. He's a 2-3. But getting back to Newton, I love him and disappointed he was suspended. And now he needs to regain his confidence, prove himself again, and show that he can be the great leader that he is for Miami.
1 of 2 at the line for Newton as he goes to the bench. Dewan Fuel into the ball game for the first time. I mean, every time you watch Florida State, people are talking about their length at every position.
Right, length and depth.
Off the bracket, Rattan Mays does not get the friendly roll.
Good look.
Davon Reed aggressive, won't go for him. Phil Kofer with rebound.
Okay, I think I told you we're going to have a high tempo game. I didn't know it was going to be this quick.
Well, what do you think of that shot for Bacon?
Not good. Not good shot.
Oh, not good defense either.
No.
Bruce Brown unimpeded to the rack.
Right. You got to let the game come to you a little bit. Now, Bacon's feeling it, but at the same time, move that ball a little bit, then attack.
Brown knocks it away from Rattan Mays. It'll stay with Florida State. Leonard Hamilton, 17 and 11 against Miami in his career. And with one more win today, Seminoles will tie their school record for most ACC wins in a season. A little sloppiness on both sides.
It really is. The turnovers. I think Miami's going to move this ball around a little bit, get the shot they want.
Brown, talented freshman, pocket pick by Rattan Mays, who is fouled from behind by Bruce Brown. Miami Hurricanes, 70 has been the magic number for them. 20 wins for the 5th time in 6 years.
What a
under
job.
Coach L.
AC won an ACC regular season, ACC tournament championship. I was so surprised how quickly he did that at Miami. And now he's got a basketball powerhouse in Miami. These two teams know each other so well.
Seems like everyone in the ACC and the scoring has been impacted by that. Looking high. How did that not go in?
Can't ask for a better shot, and you can see that's the game plan. Get the ball inside. Take advantage of the height.
Ojo is 0 for 2 on dunks. Izundu into the ball game. Reed had it knocked away, gets it back, lays it off, and the Hurricanes pay it off. Huell puts it home.
That's what you call staying with it. And Devon Reed does that better, as good as anybody in the country.
Man hangs in the air and scores.
Beautiful shot.
Earlier this week, Coach Terrence Mann called Bruce Brown. They played together in New England and basically said, hey, this is a really big game for us. Can you take it easy on us this week? Dean Smith ever call you and ask you to, hey, you're coming to Chapel Hill, let us have one this weekend?
Yeah, sure.
Davon Reed, buckets.
He's feeling it, and that's exactly what Miami needs. They need that guy to get going. He's a senior from Ewan, New Jersey, and we talk so much about an outstanding person he is.
Reed plays a ton of minutes. He's 4th in the ACC in minutes played in conference games.
Stepped on the line.
Kofer stepped on the line indeed. Turnover number 3 for Florida State. So many times this year, Davon Reed has tried to put the Canes on his shoulders.
What's better than basketball and pizza? Basketball.
I was more of a defender, rebounder.
Well, you can download this at home. It's totally free. Play as your favorite ACC team, and for every download of the app or update, you can get a free small cheese pizza from Mellow Mushroom. Some of the most delicious pizza around. Well, Miami was down by 6 and then stormed on a 9-2 run. Anything you noticed about the turnaround?
Well, I think Devon Reed, hitting outside shots. You know, we have a team that's big, and we have a team that's playing small. So Miami needs to make some threes, obviously, today. But this game has a feel of an ACC tournament semifinal. Both these teams are really good, play tough. Great tough matchup.
It's anyone's guess how that final standings and seeding is going to break down at the end of the day. We'll know after the battle in Chapel Hill tonight. An extra step for DeJuan Huell, Florida State ball.
Yeah, you hate to give up a ball with a turnover. Coach Larrañaga not happy. The big man, he's trying to tell him, get in there, post up, don't put it on the floor. Let's see if the Noles can capitalize on that turnover.
Terrence Mann on the attack, lays it in.
They do.
That's 6 points off turnovers now for the Seminoles.
His mom is the head coach of Rhode Island, so I used to love young men whose parents were coaches.
Yep.
And he's the glue guy for the Noles.
Started all 30 games this season until today, coming off the bench on senior day. From the corner, Vasiljevic off the bench. No hesitation.
No hesitation. Fearless. And we all know about his journey from Serbia to Melbourne, Australia. And when Jaquan Newton went down, that young man stepped up.
Soaring to the rim, Ryan Angola Rodas draws the foul. DJ Vasiljevic.
Fearless, Evan. I mean, he's not shy. Comes right into the ACC, but his opportunity came when Newton got him suspended.
Yeah, he's changed his game a little bit.
He has. He can really shoot it. That's his reputation. Coach Larrañaga was telling me about recruiting him. Heard about him. I love him. And, obviously he's such a great shooter. What he's got to learn to do now is drive to the basket. But I just love his toughness. And, they won 3 games without Newton in there. And I attribute those wins to DJ's play.
Foul was on Azundu. There you see Chris Umaje, the 7'4" sophomore from the African country of Chad.
But he's not the biggest player in the country. Central Florida got a name of Taco Fall.
Sure.
He's 7'6". I'd love to see them play each other, see those two guys against each other. Could you believe that? 7'4".
There's C.J. Walker. Who's the tallest guy you coached?
Oh, no, there were none of those. 6'10", 6'11". Look at the size of him. He looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out there.
Midway through the first half, we're tied at 17. Davon Reed. Not this time. Isaac with the rebound, his first.
That's the driving kick. That corner shot is open. They need to knock that down. Good hustle.
Fortunate to keep the possession alive. Rattan Mays off to Isaac. Isaac going to the line.
I mean, he just put his head down and went right at that rim.
What do you see when you look at Jonathan Isaac?
Well, what I see is, what I love about him is his basketball IQ. He's very unselfish. Obviously, came in with a big reputation. But sometimes, freshmen, they got to understand they're a freshman and, just lay back for a while and then get after it. Obviously, he's very talented. His size, I don't know if I've seen a wing that tall. And look at his arms, his wingspan. I mean, he's got everything, and, his upside's incredible.
Just 19 years old. One of the top recruits in program history. Some of the most interesting hair in FSU history.
See, here comes that press. They just want up-tempo. Got to take care of the basketball, and this is what Newton can do real well. Good execution here by the Hurricanes.
Newton finds the open man, and from the baseline, jumper good for Murphy.
That's what you call executing your offense, half-court offense. Great job. Murphy, we know he can make that shot. He doesn't like to shoot threes, but he can make the mid-range jumper.
The steal for Newton. Right at Rattan. Mays. Oh! Isaac swallows him up.
Great hustle by both players. Great steal by Newton. Great recovery by Isaac.
He leads this team in block shots. You can see why.
Watch the backdoor play here.
Vasilovic, he's been driving more lately. Tough fadeaway over the 7'4" Koumadji.
I'm telling you, the passing lanes were denied, and when that happens, you got to take the ball to the rim, and that's exactly what he did.
Showing a little mid-range game. Walker into the contact, didn't get a whistle. And here comes Vasilovic to Reed. Isaac called for the foul. That's his second. He may have to go to the bench. He's already been part of our Haviland defensive shield.
Like to see this again. Well, the fans don't believe that there's any contact there.
Florida State second in the ACC in blocks and steals.
Yeah.
A tribute to their length and the effort with which they play. See the replay after the first shot here.
Yep. Didn't see much contact there. I thought Devon should have passed that off to Murphy. Coach Hamilton is not happy about that call. He's still complaining. You got to be kidding me, he's saying. He didn't touch him.
Eight points for Reed in 11 minutes.
I love this matchup between Newton and Mays.
That's a good one. Bacon will take it and make it.
He's being so much more aggressive. I'm sure Coach Hamilton talked about him right from the get-go. Be aggressive, but also be unselfish.
Vasilovic has had the hot hand since coming off the bench, and he draws the foul on Koumadji. Leonard Hamilton has a glare for Jamie Luckey. But a good start for both teams. Florida State's largest lead has been 6. Miami's largest lead has been 4. 7:50 to go first half in a 2-point game.
This Bojangler fish fillet sandwich.
For you in our principal first half stats so far, Reed and Bacon doing a bunch of the scoring for
No
their
question.
teams.
You know, Davon has just done an outstanding job. He's a senior leader. And Bacon, we talk about him being more aggressive, and he is taking the ball to the hole. This guy can take the ball to the hole too.
Foul was on Koumadji. And a rare free throw miss for Vasilovic, whose parents were semi-pro handball players. He was born in Calgary, of Serbian descent, and moved to Australia at age 6. And we were talking before, Coach Larinaga saw him. He scored a ton, loved his character, and he's been a real nice addition.
Oh yeah, you know, we've had a lot of Australians playing American college basketball. They love their basketball in Australia.
Yes, indeed. Tough shot for Bacon.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it. He is one tough guard. Yeah, I love his size, his strength. Now he's gonna play DJ.
That's traveling violation. Huel turns it over.
Well, we all know about Bacon going one-on-one. We know his size. Great move by staying in school, getting better. And there you see just a face-up, square up, and shot.
Tough guy to stop because of that size.
Yeah, and if you get up on him, he's going to drive you. I still would rather give him the outside shot than the drive.
Davon Reed took on the challenge and picked up the personal foul.
It's hard to keep up with this Florida State team. They play so many guys.
Yeah, they do shuffle them in and out.
I was writing up the report on them, and the most names I've ever written up on the team.
They usually play about 13 guys.
Wants to wear you down, And I think the other reason, kids transferring, leaving early. And I think Leonard, he wants to protect his program, have that depth. And I think they have great chemistry. I enjoyed watching practice. Of course, both these teams are going to the big dance.
Battling for seeding, and certainly a lot of business to take care of in Brooklyn before Selection Sunday, a week from tomorrow.
Miami knows how to win on the road. They won at Virginia.
Murphy hit from there earlier, but way strong this time. Bacon spins.
That's where he needs to be a little bit more in control.
Rattan Mays for three.
Give Mann a lot of credit. Got the offensive rebound. They swung it around the horn. Beautiful team basketball there.
Seven 0 run for Florida State. And they got a reach-in foul on FSU.
What's the rebound here now? Great kick out, swing, bingo. Good basketball. Second shot opportunity, offensive rebound.
You got Bacon on the reach. That's his first. Remember, Jonathan Isaac's on the bench with 2 fouls. He can get steals without him.
Could be a timeout if they score here.
Oh, and it's Koumadji at the rim.
Timeout, Miami. Coach is not happy. Out of bounds on the side. They couldn't get an inbounds. And what about the big guy? What about this anticipation? Gives it up. And what a beautiful pass here. This is what I like Bacon to do. Beautiful pass by him. You hate to give them an easy possession.
For Koumadji, the D and the stuff. Florida State has made 6 of its last 8. And throughout the season, they've scored a ton of points.
Yeah. The depth is paying off right now. Again, I love the pass by Bacon there. This is a very, very talented Florida State team.
The numbers at home overwhelming, averaging 92 a game here at the Tucker Center, where they have not lost this season. It's currently the 6th longest streak in the country. 20 wins in a row at home. School record 27.
Another foreign player. It's great to see these young men come to America and do well.
Important possession here, trying to snap a 9-0 run. Bruce Brown certainly impacted by the length of Koumadji.
He definitely altered that shot.
Rattan Mays, tough catch. Koumadji gets it off to Mann. Here's Bacon.
That's his shot. Excellent ball movement there. Dwayne needs to knock that down, but that was great offense by the Noles.
Thousands of people here in Tallahassee were shocked that it didn't go in. How about that move by Reed?
That's the man. That's the senior. Davon does it all.
He's in double figures.
He will keep this team together, him and Murphy.
Reed and Murphy right now are 5 of 8. Rest of the team 3 for 9. Under 5 minutes in the first half. Rattan Mays, a little shake and bake.
Beautiful, beautiful move. We call that the little crossover. Right to left crossover, step back, nailed it. He's playing very well.
Miami fans remember the electric 4.5-minute run he went on a couple years ago. Lawrence, ooh, fouled.
Now what the big man needs to do there is just avoid fouling there. Somehow, now I love this. A little crossover, step back, bingo. Beautiful, beautiful.
Koumadji did pick up his second personal there.
And that's the problem. I mean, can you realize the upside by Koumadji, his upside? And what he's have to learn to do is when they drive at him, somehow get in his way, but avoid the foul. And now he's got to come out of the game.
The bad news for Coach Hamilton, he loses a few inches. He goes from 7-4 to 7-1.
Give him credit now. Koumadji turned this game around for the Noles here early, late in the first half.
Anthony Lawrence Jr., the sophomore, makes them both.
Good player, not a versatile player. His dad coached him in high school.
Yep. Lawrence had a pretty good game on Monday after going 0 for 8 in his previous couple of games for Miami. Kept alive by Rattan Mays.
Plenty of time.
Brown defending. Here's Savoy. How many times this year has he done that off the bench?
They just keep coming in waves. What a deep three. That's his forte. That's what he's a three-point specialist.
Doesn't play a ton of minutes, but he averages almost a point per minute. This is the largest lead for FSU. Vasiljevic needs a release. Shot clock's down to 4. And with 3 on the buzzer, a foul called on the Seminoles. Florida State rolling though here in the first half at the Tucker Center. Terrence Mann picked up the foul. He's done it the other end. Rattan Mays 2. And how about Chris Koumadji? Florida State shooting 54%, up by 7.
These seats aren't just for watching the game. They're for participating in it. Like the exit row on an airplane.
So the Cardinals bounce back from their loss at Wake Forest. Notre Dame entered the day number 2 in the ACC. They could be anywhere from 2 to 5, depending on how things shake out the rest of the day.
Oh, the league is great. You know, I said earlier, 10 teams could go to the big dance from the ACC, and I'd love to see that.
Miami set up Vasiljevic for 3.
You just can't give him that shot. I know you have to help out, but you got to stay home on him.
It's almost as if Florida State was expecting the 3-quarter pass into the backcourt, and they caught him off guard.
Absolutely. Just stay home with him. You cannot give him an open shot.
Ojo went tumbling down. Brown comes up with a steal. Bruce Brown unable to finish.
Too bad. It was a great defensive play by him. Good move by X-Man. He had 1 against 3, pulling it out.
Florida State has Bacon, Rattan Mays, Mann, Ojo, and Savoy. On the offensive glass, Terrence Mann can't finish. And it ricochets to Vasiljevic. He thought about it.
I thought he was going to throw it up. Physical game. 2 outstanding teams.
What do you think about the pace so far?
I think it favors Florida State.
Ojo went straight up. Lawrence lost it. Seminoles by 4, closing in on 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Savoy. Not that time. Rebound for Reed.
He just wants to come in and fire it up. 1 out of 2.
Yeah. He doesn't hesitate.
No. Good patience here by Miami.
Vasilovic. Early in the year, he was basically just a shooter. In practice, he would take it to the basket, but he didn't do it in games because he didn't think that was his role until one day Jim Larrañaga said, look, why don't you take it to the basket like you do in practice?
Right, and that time he had nowhere to go. That time he needed to pull it out.
Good trap. Escaped by Angola Rodas. Smith, in and out. Florida State's missed its last 6 shots. Here's Brown for 3.
Kick and drive. Drive and kick. And for the wide open 3. And that's what Miami does so well.
6 straight points on a couple of threes to get within 1. And Miami's looking for the lead.
Yeah. You cannot step out of bounds and come back in and catch it. Turnover.
Less than a minute away from the Hardee's halftime report. We'll have highlights from the Pitt-Virginia game earlier today on Senior Day for London Perrantes. We'll look at the ACC tournament that's coming up in just a few days from Brooklyn. Also first half stats and highlights from Tallahassee. All in the Hardee's halftime report, which is right around the corner. And a whistle.
Miami has to feel good where they are going into the locker room at half. They were in a little bit of a danger zone, and they got right back in it.
A couple times in the first half, it felt like Florida State was going for a knockout punch.
Yep. You know, Miami, they've been to the Sweet 16 a couple times, ACC champs. They know how to play on the road.
All the way to the basket. Brian Angola Rodas.
He saw the opening, took it right to the hole.
You don't think of him on the scouting report as a guy that can really attack you at the offensive end, but clearly a lot of guys on the bench can do damage.
Right, well, he was a junior college All-American out of North Idaho.
Yep.
And he's very, very athletic.
Jaquan Newton. No field goals for him in the first half.
Plenty of time here. You got to go. Go, Bacon.
He gets it off. But Smith could not connect. Florida State by 3 at the half. When these two teams met in Miami, it was the Hurricanes that led by 3 at the half, and then Florida State won big in the second half. Our PNC Bank Coaches Insight, we're joined momentarily by the coach of the Seminoles, who saw his team shoot 45% in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. Hardee's halftime report is coming up. Florida State leads Miami 37-34 after 20 minutes of basketball in Tallahassee.
Hey, hon. We gotta go. Come on.
Played, but they're only down 3 points.
That's a great point. They set up Murphy. He gives it to Reed, who fakes it, takes it, and makes it.
Ball fake. Great ball fake. This kid's a winner. One of the few seniors on the court. And both these teams are fairly young.
We're tied for the 6th time. Offensive foul called on Ojo inside.
Murphy, he fronted him, and Ojo pushed off. You just got to keep it up.
How about the ball control of Reed?
Yeah, I love the ball fake there. Davon, who can play anywhere between point guard and strong forward.
That last three put him over 1,300 points in his career. His 128th game as a Hurricane today. Asked him earlier today, at what point did you really start believing in yourself and be confident you could play college basketball? And he said, frankly, from the beginning, I always thought I could play. It's a tough shot by Murphy. The shot clock was winding down, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't like that offense. This is a very intense game. I feel the intensity. Two outstanding teams.
How far back you go with Jimmy?
We go way back because his high school coach, Jack Curran, coached Kenny Anderson. So that should tell you something. He's a legend in New York City, passed away.
That trip to recruit Kenny worked out for you.
Yeah, very well.
Here's Bacon for two.
Good concentration. Good focus. A little bit off balance.
You got to hang out with Kenny during the filming of A Cut Above in Harlem,
sure
right?
That was fun.
You and Kenny Anderson and Julius Hodge and Corey Alexander.
Yep, and Charlie Scott.
That's right.
First African-American to play for University of North Carolina, and Coach Dean Smith.
Newton could not push it home. Isaac only had 2 points in the first half, played minimal minutes because of foul trouble.
Yeah, you'd like to see the ball worked around a little bit more before that shot comes. Good defensive rotation by the Noles right there. And make sure that Bruce Brown did not get that shot. Here's that high ball screen.
Oh, Brown rejected by Ojo.
I tell you, you drive against the Noles with all these big guys. See, that's where you got to kick it off, do something. What great timing by the big fella, Ojo. Right now, I think offensively, Ojo just went out of the game, but I think Leonard's calling the play. Let's see if he goes inside. I think he's going to go to Jaquez Smith inside.
Smith averages 4.5 a game. He had 6 in the first half. And a timeout was called by Florida State. Bacon called it. Coach Hamilton told him, take the timeout. So we'll go to break 2. 17:25 to go. FSU by 2.
You never know when the moment will strike. And when it does, you want to be.
He's 6 wins away from Leonard Hamilton's school record 144. Missed opportunity there inside for Smith.
Yeah, a set play for Bacon coming out of the timeout, and you're right, good offensive rebound, but did not take advantage of it.
A whistle away from the ball. Going back to that last possession, what do you think Coach Hamilton was thinking when he called that timeout mid-possession?
I feel like they were just uncomfortable in their offensive set, and this game is so tight. Every basket is so important, especially here in the second half. And he wanted to just regroup. We'll see if that timeout comes back to hurt them.
Still got the 2 left. Miami with 3. Tons of time to play. Bruce Brown has had a pretty quiet game at the offensive end.
He's dangerous.
Lawrence lays it off. A little too hot with the pass.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Looking for Murphy inside. But Jaquez was right there. And again, that size advantage for the Noles, offensively and defensively, makes a big difference.
C.J. Walker will run the offense this trip. With Mann, Bacon, Rattan Mays, and Smith.
Walker, only a freshman from Indianapolis.
Lefty point guard, and wow, not a good possession there. Bacon threw it right to Brown. Newton. He had Smith sizing him up from behind, but he turned around just in the nick of time.
Coach Larrañaga wants that hands-on, hand check. You can't put your hands on him.
Number 2 on Dwayne Bacon.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul. Bacon's complaining about, watch his right hand here. That was right and left. You just can't do that. It's called hand checking, and it's officials are going to call it every time. Keep your hands up or out. I think they're going to be looking for Murphy here.
Newton circles the wagons. Lawrence draws contact, and he'll get to the line. We'll get ourselves a timeout, though, first with 15:52 to play. Hurricanes with 2 free throws to tie it up when we come back.
Yeah.
As a freshman, he averaged 6.6. As a sophomore, 8.2. 11 points last year, 15 points this year, and Coach Larrañaga thinks he's going to be an academic All-American.
How about that? Wonderful. Congratulations, Davon. You are a coach's dream.
You got to know Skip Prosser pretty well, too.
I did. Evan, a wonderful man. And
what would Skip think about Davon?
Oh, what would any coach think about him?
That's true.
You know, he's probably a little bit under-recruited because of his size. Oh, missed them both. Anthony, good free throw shooter.
Miami had been 7 of 8 from the line before those 2 misses. C.J. Walker, the former Mr. Basketball Indiana finalist, completes the 3-point play.
Here comes the press. Up-tempo. Knowles one up-tempo. Let's see if they fall back to a zone or man-to-man on this play. Looks like it's going to be zone.
How many times this season has the Florida State defense been like a shark with blood in the water? I mean, they can just sense when they're about to make a run. Vasilovic can't connect.
Boy,
Man looks to push.
I mean, are you kidding me? He comes off the bench and just fires.
That's his job.
I don't think Coach Larrañaga liked that.
Because it didn't go in. Bacon couldn't score. Reed with a tough rebound.
Bacon's got to stop. He's got to stop forcing the action. Let it come to him. Coach Larrañaga, timeout. He's not happy, Evan. He is really upset. And, you know, he's upset, first of all, the turnover. And then he's upset about the quick shot by Vasilovic. And now we know he can shoot it. But look at Coach Larrañaga right now. He's letting them have it. He's saying, guys, you want to win on the road? You got to play a lot smarter than we're playing.
They talked at the end of shoot-around today about how they could do a better job focusing than they did during shoot-around. I think that's what he's stressing right now. Our innovative play brought to you by Progressive Insurance, your first-round draft pick for car insurance. And Florida State, earlier this season, really specialized on that drive and kick.
Yeah, it's a big part of college basketball, the high ball screen, drive, suck in all the defense, and kick it out. Great play, and you got to finish it, though. And great finish there by Jonathan.
And this was earlier today.
Yep.
Very similar. Miami doing it at the other end, and Reed cashing in the three.
Major part of offensive college basketball today. More so than even when I coached. Remember the days we used to bang it inside? Those days seem to be long gone.
Do you regret that you didn't take more three-pointers now?
Well, I had a lot. No, we took a lot.
Not as many as they do these days.
No.
And you watch an NBA game now, it's a three-point shootout. Newton beats the buzzer.
Good timeout by Coach Larinaga. Settled him down. He got his point across. Move the basketball and get the shot you want. Great job by the Canes.
First field goal for Jaquan Newton.
And guess what? Here comes that zone I expected earlier.
The Canes throw the curveball. And the slam follow from Smith.
You know when you play zone, what you give up. Offensive rebounding.
How many times do you see that?
What a finish by Smith.
8 points for Jarquez Smith on his senior night. If the Seminoles make a run, Coach, Jarquez Smith might end up playing more games than anybody in Florida State history.
Wow.
He's 7 away from Okaro White.
Wouldn't that be great?
Not much happened in this possession.
Yeah. They don't want to leave Vasiljevic.
Newton gets it into the paint and finds the contact to get to the line.
This is just great offensive rebounding, nose for the basketball. Hard to block out in the zone, and outstanding finish. We got a good chess game going on here, Evan.
Yeah.
The intensity's starting to build up. You talked about it earlier, the importance of this game.
2 veteran coaches. New York Life proud to sponsor the 2017 ACC Legends class, and this year's class will be honored during the first semifinal game at the ACC tournament. We'll cover it live like we will every ACC tournament game on the ACC network. Visit theacc.com/legends to learn more about this year's class.
The Canes missing too many free throws.
They missed 3 of their last 4. Ratan Mays, he's going to the line. Took it right at the chest of the Miami big man.
Well, the X-Man is what I call a scoring point guard, and I just love the way he takes it to the hole. He can shoot the outside shot. He's great in transition. He's improved defensively. He's a key part of this team because of his experience with the freshmen.
Virginia closes out their season with a win to get to 11-7 in the league. There's such a cluster of teams around that 11-6, 10-7 area entering the day. 6 of them, as a matter of fact. The difference between the 3 spot and the 9 spot, not much margin there. Brown looking to get his offense going. Reed, too, he's only taken 1 shot in the second half. He's now 0 for 2 since halftime. The rebound for Forrest. We trickle into the 4th quarter of the regular season finale between these 2 rivals. Deep 3 won't go for Angola Rodas.
Let's see if they stay in that zone. I'm surprised the Noles are staying in that zone.
Well, Miami's missed their last 5 shots, so it's...
But you know, number 4, he could light them up. And he'll shoot it from anywhere at any time. Uh-oh. Oh, he passed the ball.
Firmly established. Surprisingly, he gave it up. Vasilovic Popovich scoops it. No. Rebound ripped away by Smith, who's having himself a pretty good day. And his final game in this building is the Seminole. Smith fills the lanes.
Beautiful play by Smith. He stayed behind the basketball. In transition, he's what you call the trail post here. Lots of trails. Beautiful find and a beautiful finish. That's smart play by Smith by staying behind the basketball.
The third personal foul on Azundu.
And a beautiful find by Forrest. I'm telling you, it's hard to keep up with these guys. There's so many of them. They just keep coming at you in waves, trying to wear you down. And right now, the zone is working, and Leonard Hamilton, he's trying to keep that foot on the metal. Keep substituting and wear them down, guys.
Kumaji's back in. Florida State has stretched the lead to 9. It's the largest lead of the afternoon.
I mean, this has to be the deepest team in the country, and one of the deepest teams I've ever seen.
One of the deepest and one of the longest combined.
Leonard's had some great teams here, but this team has a chance of being one of his best ever.
Davon Reed, a deep three. That's huge for Miami.
And Coach Larinaga is very, very happy. We used the ball screen beautifully.
What would it be like trying to prepare for this Florida State team in the NCAA tournament with only 48 hours or less?
You're right. It's a good point, and obviously you get somebody. They go inside again to the big guy.
Kumaji hooks it home.
7'4". No, you're absolutely right. This Florida State team, we know how they started the season. They had that 1-point loss to Temple, but then they had some bumps in the road. But this Florida State team, they get it going. They get that mojo back. They can make a deep run.
Strong attack by Reed.
That's number 3.
They got Kumaji with the bump.
Yeah, and he'll learn this. You know, this is a bad foul. He's got to slide his feet.
How about at the offensive end?
Great jump hook. Great jump hook. Non-shooting foul, so out of bounds underneath.
Number 3 on Kumaji. We tick under 8 minutes to go. Brown, open look. Got it.
Beautiful passing. Beautiful. Davon made a great pass. Kane's hanging in there, Evan.
8 points now for Brown. Walker gives it to Bacon. Shot clock at 7. Bacon directing traffic. Deep 3. Puts it in.
Wow. I mean, you know, these deep threes, they're like mid-range jumpers for these guys. He's so powerful. So he had such upper body strength.
Reed and Bacon each now with 16 for their respective teams. Reed calling for it. Wants to take it against Mann. Reed past him. Lost it. Florida State ball when we come back. The regular season finale between 2 tournament-bound teams. We'll be right back after this word from your local ACC station. He was storming the floor with a student body. Coach Hamilton said he knew that day he'd be a Seminole for life. Pretty good strength there from Kumaji fighting that ball up.
Well, they tried to post up the big guy, the big wing. They try to get Isaac inside, which is one of their favorite plays. Of course, he's 6'10". But again, the big guy, Kamaji, he's so active. And don't forget, he's only a sophomore. Just think how good he can get.
Florida State will have it under the bucket. And there's another foul going against Miami.
Yeah, beautiful set play by Coach Hamilton to the big guy. That's a lot of coaches with big people will use that play. Now he'll change it. Give it to him. Give it to the big guy.
Bacon. Front rims the three. Rebound for Miami. Hurricanes get it up the floor in a hurry. That's playing a little Florida State style.
Yeah. You know, Bacon hit the big three. And right there, it wasn't a bad shot. I just thought the big guy was open. Get it inside, see what happens. They double team and let him kick it out.
Walker picks up the foul, his first. It'll send Reed to the line. %83 from the line this year. 2 for 2 today. The ACC mobile app is totally free and packed with video, news, standings, and stats. And right now, users have a chance to win, get this, Outback for a year. Look for a banner in the app for your chance to enter to win free Outback for a year. So download the app today.
Davon knocks them both down, and we have a 6-point game with plenty of time left.
Looking high, Koumadji!
Love the pass by Jonathan Isaac. Just throw it up to the big guy.
What a target he is.
He is. Man.
Again, a big dunk. The game kind of teetering a little bit for Miami.
I love the way these guys come off the bench and play with so much confidence.
Reed doubled. Brown gives it to Newton. Newton right at Koumadji, who defended it well.
Very well. He stayed straight up.
Isaac hasn't put his fingerprints on this game yet.
Good job. They didn't force anything that time, Evan. Now they're going to see if they can get it back inside again. Why not? Look at the height advantage.
Shot clock's down to 7.
Well, they got to go now.
The 10 Mays got it off. Rebound Murphy. Quickly to Reed. Newton, teardrop, no. Koumadji did it again. And how about that outlet pass? Terrence Mann was fouled. Oh, and our cameraman on the baseline takes a tumble.
What about Koumadji? He blocks the shot. He didn't block that shot. He altered that shot. He gets the rebound, passes ahead for a breakaway. Here you see him straight up. Look at that. Now watch him get the rebound. Look up the court. Never brings the ball down. One of the big rules for big men, keep the ball up high. And he does that.
And our cameraman on the baseline right back up and ready to go after the impact.
Well, that's what I call a good foul. I mean, this was a deuce here, and this is an excellent foul, and it's already paid off.
That's Tigger, our cameraman on the baseline, hanging in there. Flew in today for the game. Florida State stretches the lead back to 9.
See, this press here takes seconds off the clock. Now that they come across half court, they might have to play a little bit faster, and that's what Florida State wants to do.
Miami Just 25% from the floor, Coach, here in the second half.
The zone.
It changed the game.
And that guy, Kamaji.
Here's Brown. Nope. Oh, Isaac. Another great outlet. Man to Bacon.
Got to be a timeout. Timeout, Miami. Wow. Who made the outlet pass? Jonathan Isaac. He gets the rebound. What I love about the Noles right now, they're looking up the court. Yeah, here you see, beautiful lob, great finish, and this is all done off the defense. Noles in control right now.
You always put cheese and grooves in your sandwich?
Of course.
Miami's down 11, and this place has come alive after the Bacon alley-oop before the break.
This might be the most important 4 minutes Florida State season. Opportunity to go undefeated to home and get that double bye in the ACC tournament.
They're guaranteed to be in the top 4 with a win today. Davon Reed, pass for Tan Mays. Through the traffic, draws the foul.
That might be number 4 on the big guy. Let's see what Leonard does here. Let's see if Michael Ojo comes back into the game. Or Leonard might leave him in there.
Kamaji averages less than 10 minutes a game this year. He's at 12 minutes today, and he's made him worth it. Reed calmly sinks a pair.
Got to make those. Keep you in the game. Now they need some stops. And the big guy with 4 fouls is staying in the game.
Isaac will try it. Nope.
No white shirt anywhere near offensive rebounding that time.
Reed right down the middle. To Brown. Back to Reed. Rattan Mays had a foot on the sideline. And Miami gets a gift.
Well, that's what they want to do. Against the big man, they want to drive and kick. And they did an excellent job that time and found a good shot from the corner. And they did get a break.
Miami's down by 9 with 3 minutes to play. The ball deflected by Mann. The Hurricanes entered today, Coach, thinking that they're the team that's busted streaks in the past. They won at Cameron to end Duke's long streak. They won in Gainesville to snap a Gators long home winning streak.
Yeah, they're good at that. And they still have a shot here. The big offensive possession here.
Oh, Vasilovic got lucky. Threw it to Murphy when he wasn't expecting it. Bounced right back to him. Reed has taken charge for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, beautiful use of the glass. He drove, instead of kicking it out, laid it up on the glass.
22 for Reed. It's his 7th time this year scoring at least 20. And Leonard Hamilton takes a timeout with 2:35 to play. Florida State by 7. They'll talk it over. We'll talk about the Chevy performance of the game presented by our local Chevy dealers. The Seminoles have been high flying this afternoon. Looking to go 18-0 at home and extend their home winning streak to 21 dating back to last year.
Right, good timeout here by Coach Hamilton. He knows how important an offensive possession this is. And let's see if he's going to make any subs. Kamaji staying in the game. So he's going with the basic 5. Now this is going to be a set play for somebody.
Evan Leffler, Bobby Cremens with you from courtside in Tallahassee.
Let's see if he tries to post Isaac up or maybe a little one-on-one ISO for Bacon.
Isaac is 0 for 3 from the floor, 2 points in 17 minutes. Latan Mays, very capable. Forced the pass, we're covered by Mann. Mann swallowed up. Shot clock's at 3, Bacon fires. And Mann secures the rebound.
Kick it out, run some clock. What about those 2 offensive rebounds by Mann?
Under 2 minutes we go. 11 offensive boards now for Florida State.
We need to start doing something here.
The X-Men can't finish.
Now that was a lob play. Well defended by Miami. They're still in it.
Florida State took about a minute off the clock there, though.
Yeah.
Miami, in the words of Coach Wooden, they need to be quick, but don't hurry. There's Sewell.
Beautiful pass by Davon. Beautiful screen and roll.
All of a sudden, 5-point game. They can play it straight. If they get a stop, they're right in it.
That's it. This is better. Move the ball. Don't be standing around.
All game long, it's felt like Miami was wobbly, on the verge of being knocked out, and yet, with a minute to go, they're within 5. And Bacon had big ideas. He'll go to the line for a couple free throws.
Well, they got what they wanted. They got to the foul line. They wanted a little ISO and a drive. Now Dwayne's got to step up there and make these free throws.
He's 2 for 2 so far today. 74% on the season. Nope.
This is a big one here, just for momentum.
Even if he makes it, it'll be a 2-possession game.
Here comes Ojo in the game for Kamaji. He gets a stand. He gets a big hand. He deserves it.
One of his best games as a Seminole.
Yeah, Coach Hamilton going with the experience.
Bacon missed them both. Miami was fouled.
We're in the bonus here, right?
That's the 9th team foul on Florida State. So it'll be 1-1 at the other end for the Hurricanes. A chance to get within 3.
How about that? I mean, no time comes off the clock. Miami, they get they missed the 2 free throws. Florida State does. No time off the clock, and Miami gets a chance to score 2 points here. And this guy, he's been shooting great free throws without any time going off the clock.
Murphy getting ready to go home. He's from Brooklyn. Big 1-1. Way off. Ojo the rebound.
Good double team, good skip pass. Might as well not foul now. If you're not going to foul early, might as well play it out.
And Jim Larinaga scratching his head. That's 4 on Brown.
Well, both teams missed crucial free throws. And guess who's back to the foul line again?
Third foul on Brown. But some costly indecision there from Miami. Bacon back at the line, carries it.
That's clutch. That was a 1-1. That wasn't 2.
Don't forget, beginning on Tuesday, the ACC Network has you covered from the opening tip-off to the final buzzer on Saturday night. at the 2017 New York Life ACC Tournament from the Barclays Center.
Looking forward to that.
Miami now trails by 7. Brown banks it in.
How tough is he? Ojo did a great job of not fouling. He went straight up in the air. And great focus there by Bruce Brown and just right off the backboard.
Brown into double figures with 10.
Watch Ojo, straight up. Look at that. Straight hand, straight up. Great concentration. Great use of the backboard.
Well, some of these records have changed. Obviously, Louisville moving past Notre Dame, or moving into a tie with Notre Dame. Florida State guaranteed of being in that top 4. Of course, Duke and North Carolina playing later tonight at the Dean Dome.
The bottom line is, Evan, I'd love to see a bunch of teams get in there. The more the merrier.
Well, I think it was 6 years ago, I believe, 2011, that the Big East got 11 teams in the dance. And you know, certainly the ACC looks like 9. Wake Forest and Georgia Tech both on the bubble. The Deacs got the big win against Louisville. They were trailing Virginia Tech last we checked. Wake and Virginia Tech currently a 4-point game, 11:42 to go.
So what's happening right now, Coach Larranaga is going to go to the press. And, you know, he definitely has to foul. But if they get a great trap in the corner, you know, why don't foul there? Try and get the turnover. 5-point game, 2-possession game. All right, let's see how they inbound the ball. They obviously, the Noles want to go to their best free throw shooters.
Jim Larranaga just used his last timeout. Leonard Hamilton still has 1 to burn. The Hurricanes trap. Hands are on the ball. The arrow belongs to the Seminoles.
Excellent job by Miami. Excellent. Why foul in that situation? Look for the Noles to go long here.
Also worth mentioning, Coach, Miami's next foul will be the 9th, so it will be 1-1 for Florida State.
Yeah. XRM he's got to come get the ball. May's got to, you know, he's the little guy. He's got the quickness. They got to get the ball to him. So they're going to set up a play here. They're going to send somebody long. And you can't be scared to throw it long. But I like the discipline of Miami's defense there, not fouling when they had that great trap. Unfortunately, they got the jump ball, but unfortunately, the arrow favored Florida State.
61-56. Seminoles lead the Hurricanes, and those are the ACC home numbers. Trying to get to 18-0 for the first time they could go undefeated in the regular season since 1976. Miami Hurricanes have just had a wild week. They didn't get to practice before their game at Virginia Tech because they had a plane that, with mechanical difficulties, they sat on the runway last Sunday for about 3.5 hours. And then didn't get back from Blacksburg till around 4 a.m. after the late game Monday night. Took a couple days off, practiced, and they're actually headed to Brooklyn tomorrow.
Yeah, travel definitely. That's where we talked about the day's rest. All right, let's see what they do here to inbound the basketball. Let's see if the X-Man gets that ball.
Florida State by 5 with 30 seconds to go. They throw it up to Ojo. He lost it. Miami's got the ball. Newton went up in the air and somehow got it back. Touch pass. And Huell was tripped. Sequence.
Well, what about Miami's defense, the last 2 out of bounds? Michael Ojo, and you know, he's an excellent free throw shooter, but they get the turnover and down it back in the free throw line, and they have two free throws here. Wow. I mean, it's tough. It's tough You get a break like that, you have to go make those free throws.
Miami's going to travel home tonight thinking about how they missed 5 free throws in the second half.
Well, Florida State must inbound the ball better.
It's a 4-point game. Isaac throws it deep. Terrence Mann hits the open Seminole to Bacon. Count it and the foul.
You got to give Isaac, again, we talked about his IQ. He inbounded the basketball for the nose. He threw it long. He took a little bit of a gamble. Great catch, pulled it out. What's a catch here? Great catch. Pass it.
How about the throw?
Yes, that was Jonathan Isaac.
You've been there.
Yep. That should be the dagger, but let's see if Bacon can make the free throw.
Jonathan Isaac has not had a great game, but his 2 best plays have been outlet passes.
Yep.
Davon Reed fires. No good. Tip comes to Bacon. Ahead to Rattan Mays. Ball game. They count the basket for Bacon. He finishes with 23. And Florida State won't play until Thursday in Brooklyn. Final score, Florida State 66, Miami 57. For highlights and must-see moments from the ball game, check out theacc.com. Our next telecast, the ACC tournament begins on Tuesday at noon from Brooklyn. You've been watching our live coverage of ACC basketball on the ACC Network, an exclusive production of Raycom Sports. For Bobby Cremens, Evan Leffler saying so long from Tallahassee.